Hello there. I'm glad that you've chosen to watch this episode and for any of the other episodes that you have watched as part of this Wins for Widows channel. I've been doing this podcast now for a little while, and frankly, I have enjoyed it immensely. I've met some of the most compassionate, wise, and amazing people through my work here. And from the amount of views that I see these episodes are receiving, I'm enthused, frankly, that it's making a difference to so many who are listening and learning from so many expert professionals, all focused on you and on your life after loss journey. So the format of Wins for Widows, as you know, has always been to bring a guest on each time and highlight them, their knowledge and their experience. This podcast is different, as you can see. No guest, just me and you connecting and talking. This is new for me and it's new for you. My plan is to do these solo podcasts every once in a while, still mixed with amazing guests who can speak on different topics that I feel are relevant to you. There are still many more compassionate, committed people out there that will join us, and much more information that I can bring to you, and much more that I and you can learn. But lately, I've had some amazing realizations that have significantly impacted my work with widows. It's made it more personal, more focused, and frankly, it's changed the way that I approach this work. The past few months, I've been involved in a fairly intense grief training and coaching experience. I've been learning from an amazing woman named Kathy Belisek, who herself is a widow and has made an amazingly compassionate career of teaching others of the experience that widows go through, what words and messages resonate and are best received by someone in the intersection of grief and finances, and really pressing me to find out my why. Why have I chosen to focus on widows? Kathy opened my eyes to so much that I thought I understood, but in learning from her, I realized that I really didn't. She's not only an amazing mentor for me, but she is frankly an amazing human. And we first met when she agreed early on to be a guest on the podcast. And if you haven't, you can go watch her episode. After we recorded, we spent another hour or so just talking and connecting. As we started our work together, she asked me to write my why. So I gave her what I thought she wanted to hear and what I thought might explain it best. And in her amazingly kind way, she said, "Mitch, that's really not it. There's definitely something more." And initially I said, "No, that's it. There's no other reason but what I've told you." And she pushed. And as I thought more, I realized what I had told her really wasn't my why. And there was definitely something much deeper and more meaningful behind why I do this. Something that after being a wealth advisor for 20 years suddenly brought everything that I had done over this time together to explain why I love what I do and why it drives me every day to serve widows. After a very impactful movie that I and my wife watched one night, I sat contemplating and thinking about the movie and its relevance to my own life. The story talked about the impact the loss of a woman in a man's life, this man's mom, had on shaping he and his father. It was a story of loss, pain, and sorrow, but more importantly, it was a story of triumph and resolve and of healing. And I began to think more deeply about loss, more about how loss of a loved one impacts not only us, but leaves a shadow on so many things for generations to come. I was deeply touched by the movie, and in contemplating my own life, I realized that the experience of generations before me have shaped me, my siblings, my parents, and most likely my own children, and now grandchildren. You see, my grandma was a widow at age 40 when my grandpa died of stomach cancer. She was left to raise 7 young children completely alone. My father was 6 years old at the time and was in his father's arms when he died. Suddenly, I realized that experience nearly 84 years ago has cast a long shadow and will continue for generations to come. My why became so real to me after that experience that it shaped my resolve to continue my work, to share this message with as many as will listen. And if I can help but one person not go through this alone, I will have changed generations. And if you go out far enough, thousands, if not tens of thousands of people. So here I am. Here I'm committed. Here I am every day trying to make a difference. I wanted to be vulnerable today and give you that background for this first time I'm doing a solo episode. However, I realize this work is not about me. It's about you. So this won't be the normal part of each of these solo podcasts. In the future, when I do these, what I plan to do is to do one of the following, and it'll evolve as we go, but tell an experience of one of the widows that I've worked with over the last little while who might be experiencing some of the same things that you are. What her experience was, how it might be relevant to you, and what learning I believe she experienced that might be helpful to you. I might also teach a financial principle that I feel might be useful and maybe do it in story form. These episodes will be shorter, and I hope for you this will be helpful. As you find them helpful, will you please help me to share them with others that you believe could benefit or others who love someone going through loss? In the meantime, may the work that I'm doing bless your life and make the next day just a little bit easier. Thank you for your courage in letting me share this space with you. It is truly an honor to walk alongside you in this journey. My best to each of you.